All right, so how do you deal with cheap clients? You ever have a customer that's like, you can tell they don't want to pay the full price. They're going to have a problem with it. They just don't understand, why is it 200 plus bucks to wash my car? These are the kind of people that you probably want to avoid. I'm not saying this lightly. I know, especially if you're new, you want to take on everything you can. And maybe in that situation, you want to do it. That's okay. In the beginning, that might be okay. It's going to be a headache, though. I promise you that. But what I'm saying is I've been doing this for like 15 years. Not detailing, but I've been offering a service. So I do web design. I do SEO, online stuff. So I deal with a lot of people that come to me and they don't understand what I offer. Just like maybe with detailing, they don't understand. They understand the end result. And that's the value there. So the cost of your service is cheaper than the value, right? The value of having a nice car with, ceramic coating, fully protected, looking great at all times, that's priceless to some people. So there's a lot of value there. So that $200, $300 a month budget on a detail, that's not so much money in the grand scheme of things for some people. And those are your ideal client. That's what you want to get, right? You don't want somebody that's always looking for that deal, that always looking for that cheap service. They will complain. They will leave bad reviews. They're always ahead. I'm serious. I've been doing this 15 years on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, where people review me. Like, everything is public. I have really good reviews, thank God. But I put in the work. I make sure I get those reviews. And all my bad reviews, which is only a handful out of hundreds, but they're from the cheaper clients. They're from the people that wanted a deal. And I was feeling nice at the time. I gave them a deal. I said, fine, I could do it for this price, whatever it was. They always had a lot of revision requests, a lot of complaints. And all my other clients are happy and they pay more. It's like I got a guy paying triple the price for the same work and he's happy. So, but he had a legit business. He was a more legit guy. He had a reason for me building his website. And that might be the case with detailing cars. So you might want to go after new people, that like new car owners, right? People that just bought a Mercedes for the first time or a BMW and they're excited. They want to keep it looking new. They're finally making good money. People like that are willing to pay, especially if it keeps their appearances up, makes them look good. That's why realtors are a good example. They're a really good client. They can be. A lot of fleets, it's a hit or miss. So focus on getting quality clients, and your website as a way that you can attract the right client. So you can, look like the premier, this prestige, like high-end auto detailing car wash service. And the people that have the nice cars are going to see the value in that, and they're going to keep coming back. They're going to call you. They're going to test it out at least. At the very least, they will call you and test it out. So show up for those people. Attract the right clients. That's it. Attract the right clients. I have found that there have been times where I didn't want to take on a project, and so I quoted an outrageous price, thinking I'll never have to do this job. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? I mean an outrageous price, and they ended up paying, and they ended up being good clients. So don't be afraid to charge more. Like, it's worth it. It's always worth it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a psychological thing. When people pay more, it's like they trust it more. They feel like, all right, this is a good service. I didn't pay for no cheap guy. I didn't pay for no cheap company. I got the real thing. I got the real deal here. So that's what you want to be. You want to look like that. You don't want to look like a cheap car wash guy. You want to look like, the kind of guy that I can have wash my Ferrari and I can feel good knowing he's not going to leave any scratches on it and it's going to look better for sure. So that's what you want to do right there. So to sum it up, attract the right client, charge more before you charge less. And when in doubt, charge more. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.